Well, we need to take you out live to Philadelphia now for some breaking news. Here we go. Skyfox over the scene. Again, this is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're being told this is a 4-alarm warehouse fire. I'm going to provide you all the information that we have so far. Philadelphia Fire Department tweeting that this is at 21st and Lippincott. We have some additional information that I can give you as well while pulling up a map. You might hear me clicking and typing away. What we know so far, everyone. This feed being provided by WTXF. Skyfox is live over a 4-alarm warehouse fire. Again, Lippincott Street and 21st Street. It broke out around 6:45 this evening local time. No word on injuries at this time. Pulling up a map now. All right, so for those of you familiar with Philadelphia, the little marker right here where my cursor is, this is where we're being told this fire is happening. This appears to be downtown Philadelphia right here, Ben Franklin Bridge. This is on the northern edge of the city up here. Again, no word of any injuries so far. And nothing but helicopter audio coming from the live feed. Again, WTXF providing us these images, and we've been monitoring this fire for quite some time, and it's done nothing but grow ever since we first saw it. And they're providing us these live feeds that are just wow. We see fires here on News Now all the time. And for those of you looking for the Texas high school shooting coverage, we will continue to monitor that situation as well and bring you any live updates. Pretty much the main topic of the day we've been covering here on News Now. Look at all that smoke rising from the scene there, everybody. Wow. I've been here coming up on 6 months, and I don't think I've seen a live feed quite like this one. The devastation, the flames, the smoke, that building is completely gone. Just getting word now, everybody. The Philadelphia Fire Department saying that they are also responding to a building fire at 22nd and Indiana, an extension of the fire at 21st Street and Lippincott. They're asking everybody to please avoid the area. Skyfox here over the scene, and there's so much smoke rising, it's hard to even see sometimes. Skyfox picture coming in and out here a little bit. That's okay. We're going to stay on the story, everyone. Look at all the firefighters on scene there, all the fire trucks. 4-alarm warehouse fire, everybody. No word on injuries. Good afternoon or evening, everyone. This is News Now, part of Fox10Phoenix.com. My name is Pilar Arias. We have a worldwide audience here watching our stream on YouTube. Currently in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where WTXF is providing us these Skyfox aerials over a 4-alarm warehouse fire. Going to pull up the map for you all as well. For those familiar with Philadelphia, the map is on the left-hand side of your screen. We're being told this is on West Lippincott Street and North 21st Street, so right here where the marker is, downtown Philadelphia. Here to the south, you see Franklin Square and the Ben Franklin Bridge right here. Live aerials on the right-hand side of your screen. No audio anytime we have helicopters up, but the images coming out of Philadelphia are just pretty unique here. It's very rare that we see a fire of this magnitude, all these flames, all this smoke, but it does appear that the smoke is starting to change color, which normally is a good sign, but when you see flames still raging like this, it's hard to think that this is getting under control. But we do not have any words of any injuries so far. As you can see, this building is completely gone. Philadelphia Fire Department taking to Twitter during this as well to say there's an extension of this main fire on 22nd and Indiana. They're asking that people avoid the area. Thanks for watching News Now, part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We are currently coming up on 4:30 here in Arizona. And we appreciate our sister stations across the country for providing us live feeds such as this one. Just getting word now, everybody, that there's going to be a candlelight vigil in Santa Fe, Texas. So since there's no audio coming from the helicopter here in Philadelphia, I will double box both feeds for you. Okay. We'll do it after the mayor and mayor. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. We know many of you are still processing the events of today, as are we. It's times like these that we learn the true value of community and coming together to help our fellow neighbor. Tonight, we stand together to pray for the victims, their families, the students, teachers, administrators, local law enforcement, and first responders. We are so grateful to everyone for helping us get through this. And as you look around, we are so grateful to those in our community who have come out to help us put this vigil together. Many of you have asked, how can I help? At this point, the answer isn't exactly clear. Besides hugging your family close and being there for those who need it, we also have an account that has been open here at Texas First Bank, benefiting the Santa Fe Texas Education Foundation. We have volunteers out here taking donations, or you can stop by any of our locations. But mainly, words cannot express how blessed we are to be part of the Santa Fe community, and we promise to be here for you in any way we possibly can. We have a few people who would like to say a few words, and so at this time I'd like to hand it over to Dr. Lee Wall. She's the superintendent of Santa Fe ISD.
Thank you. Today our community suffered a terrible tragedy at Santa Fe High School. Words cannot express the sorrow in our hearts for those we have lost. The campus that we all love, and a campus I once served at, remains an active crime scene today, but more than that, Santa Fe High School remains the center of our community. And no act of violence, no matter how horrific, will ever change that. As an investigation moves forward, you have my word that you will remain informed and involved as we cope with this event together and as a family. We want answers, I want answers, and I'm confident that our law enforcement professionals working this case will provide them in due time. In the meantime, the Santa Fe community will pull together and support our friends, neighbors, and loved ones who are suffering. This is a time for prayer and a time to rely on the deep bonds that we've always held our special community together. We have received an outpouring of offers and support from our neighbors locally, statewide, and nationally. I want you to know that we will eagerly accept every resource that will help our students on what promises to be a long road to recovery. Our students' needs emotionally, spiritually, and physically will be met by those who are best equipped to do so. On behalf of our community, I want to thank every federal, state, neighboring entity that has graciously shown up here to us today and will continue for the weeks to come. We know our students and staff are going to need support and counseling to help them grieve and to get through this process. They're also going to need an outlet to share their fears and concerns. We will have additional school counselors available to our students and staff throughout the next several weeks and beyond. Parents, please do not hesitate to seek us out and help for all students and all families, and we will be there to support you. This is only the first of many times that we'll come together to lift our community back up. Today is a day to begin mourning those we have lost and nursing those who are hurt. We are in this together, and we do this well in Santa Fe. The Apostle Paul's words in 2 Corinthians still rings true today. We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. Thank you so much for our Santa Fe community to help hold us up and keep each other strong during this difficult time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce the current mayor of Santa Fe, Jeff Tambrella, and the mayor-elect of Santa Fe, Jason Tabor.
I just want to say I love this community. I love the people, just as all you do. We're all out here for a tragic event. They cannot hear. I'm sorry. This is a horrible thing that's occurred, but we have a great community of people that love and care, and have always been there for all the kids and done everything they can to help support them and move them along the way. Right now, the event of this tragedy like this, we all need each other more than ever to just keep holding hands, pray for each other. I want everybody here now to know somebody that was touched by this incident. With a heavy heart, I just want to say, please keep praying for each other, be there for each other, be strong, just like Santa Fe has always proven to be, and keep the love that you've all had. Thank you. Jason.
First of all, my heart goes out to all the families affected. Thank you to all the first responders, police, fire, EMS, and everybody who is here to help our community during these trying times. This will be a healing process. It will take days, months, even years, but we will get through this together. Our community is strong. We will all come together and heal together because we are Santa Fe strong. We all just need to be together. Let's pray for everybody and all the families affected. God bless everybody.
All right, and now I'd like to introduce the Texas Governor, Greg Abbott.
I want to talk to all the people who are having a hard time seeing and a hard time hearing. I want you to know that as we gather here in Santa Fe tonight, the entire state of Texas embraces you, supports you, and prays for this entire community. The way this community is coming together as we see here tonight is the way that Texans come together in the aftermath of a tragedy. We have people lined up all across the back of this road, all around here, all in a singular cause, and that is for this entire community to come together. And importantly, coming together for a prayer vigil, knowing that we put our trust in God Almighty above. This is what I saw in the aftermath of the tragedy of the shooting in Sutherland Springs. That's what I saw at the school earlier today. Faces of concerned educators like your tremendous superintendent, working diligently to respond to the challenges being faced at the school, but also just returning from the hospital and getting to see Clayton, who was shot in the arm and was hospitalized, and his entire arm is in a sling. But Clayton has the brightest smile I've ever seen on anybody's face. It's the smile of resiliency, the type of resiliency that is commonplace for our fellow Texans. But there's one thing I want Santa Fe as a community, and especially the Santa Fe Independent School District, to know. And that is, I as governor and the state of Texas, we are not here today and gone tomorrow. We're going to be here every day until we ensure that Santa Fe Independent School District and this school are put back in place, and normalcy is returned to your schools, and safety is returned to your schools.
Thank you. Thank you.
We want to make sure the voice of everybody is heard. And so we've announced that we will be holding public roundtables beginning Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, seeking input from people across the entire state who face the challenges that Santa Fe has faced. We have one common goal: no child, no parent, no student, no community should ever have to go through this again. And so we will work until we come up with answers that address the challenge that Santa Fe faced today. Amen. Now, those on the front know, and maybe many people here know, that I understand life-changing challenges. As a person who, out of nowhere, one day had his life forever changed by an accident that left me in a wheelchair, unable to walk again, I know the anguish so many families are facing today. Families ripped apart, families that will never be the same again. What allowed me to rise up from having my life broken in half is the very same thing that will repair and restore the fractured families today. Reliance upon God, reliance upon the community, with the drive and vision of hope that only Texas can provide. We want you to know that tragedy does strike. The hurting rips you apart. But soon we realize that God has provided us a different pathway to go down than what we had expected before. I know that as we gather at this prayer vigil tonight and as we continue to pray every single day in the aftermath of this tragedy, that God will show us the right pathway to go down. And the future will be better and brighter for Santa Fe and for the students of this community onward into the future. May God bless you all, and may God forever bless the great state of Texas and the city of Santa Fe.
Thank you. With that, I'd like to invite a couple of our local religious organizations to come up here and lead us in prayer. First, we have Pastor Lucas Campbell with Santa Fe Baptist Church.
Come together today with heavy hearts, with hearts that are broken. We come together to offer hope and encouragement to each other. There's no words that I can give you of my own that will offer you that hope and encouragement, but I'd like to share some truths with you, some of God's truths that will provide some hope and encouragement.